Hits and Crits. This video is brought to you by Asmodee and Fantasy Welt.
What's up, Hits and Crits family? Welcome to this interview with the main TO or head TO of the US Nationals 2025. We have Edgehopper here. Great to have you, man.
Hi, great to be here, and thanks for letting us come on and try to promote Nationals, get some last minute signups. It's coming up very quickly. In fact, we only have 1 week from today. I don't know when this is getting posted, but it's getting recorded on Friday the 12th. A week from today is the cutoff for regular price badges. So hopefully this gets people to watch and hopefully sign up before the price goes up.
That's the main goal, because we want to really fill this awesome venue, right?
Yeah.
All right, man. So let's start. Like last year, we also had an interview, but it was after the event. So, and we talked back then about how the U.S. Nationals, it was supported by cmon at this point, but this time it's a little different. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about what made you the head TO, who's involved, what was your idea about this year's U.S. Nationals?
Sure. So early this year, I want to say back in January or February, we heard from Brick that cmon was not going to be able to support or host U.S. Nationals this year, and reached out to community leaders in the U.S. Song community about organizing our own U.S. Nationals. So we put together, and I don't remember who started the chain, but we put together on a Discord channel we called the Order of the Maesters. Has a number of the different U.S. group organizers in it. It has had Steven from Sunday Slaughter from the Cleveland group. We've got Belisarius from the St. Louis group, not Kansas City. Hopefully he doesn't get too mad at me for accidentally saying St. Louis. We got Evan from the Minneapolis group. We've got the Kentuckians. We've got the Broken Banners folks. We've got Carl from West Coast Bannerman. So we've got a good cross section of people in running the different city groups across the country. And I run the Chicago group. So we decided what we would do is we'd try to go out and find venues, put together bids for what we could do in terms of hosting a tournament, nearest airports, costs of running it, what we were able to provide with our different cities, and we all put in bids. I actually put in 2 different bids from Chicago. One was for where we ended up hosting it, the Hyatt Place O'Hare in Rosemont. But also we were looking at hosting it at the Autumn Wars local historical miniatures convention. They offered. And there were bids from all over. I know Sunday Slaughter put in a bid. Minneapolis put in a bid. We put in bids, we had a voting process, and after all the votes had cleared, the winner was the Rosemont bid. As I understand it, people really liked the location. We're at the O'Hare Airport, at an O'Hare Airport hotel. There's a free shuttle from the hotel.
Yeah.
It's a very nice venue. We're going to see some pictures of that later. It's a great, very convenient location in terms of amenities, food service, all that. We've got, there's an on-site restaurant, there's an on-site bar. Hotel price was pretty reasonable when we got down to it. So that was the bid that ended up winning. And then we've been organizing it since we've formed a nonprofit, the Order of Masters NFP, Illinois Nonprofit Corporation. We've got our head judge lined up. Evan is coming down from Minnesota to be the head judge again. He was last year's head judge.
Yep.
And we've been getting our prize support together. We're paying for this entirely ourselves, and from donations from companies like Hits and Crits, companies that make miniatures, companies that sell miniatures. Unfortunately, not cmon, but hopefully they recover and continue supporting the game and get back on their feet. We all hope they do very well.
Yeah, exactly. You named all these great local communities coming together, and what really struck me when we started talking about like the U.S. Nationals and how can hits and crits maybe support, I was so excited when I saw the your logo, right? And tell me a little bit about your logo, because at first I didn't see it, but when you mention it, like when I look deeper, like we have a look right now. So here
Right.
you see the date again, the city, but you see this awesome logo and this cloak of having incorporated all these great local communities into it. So I definitely recognize Sunday Slaughter. I recognized West Coast Bannerman, all of that. So that's great. So tell me about this and which or who did it.
Yeah. So Carl Kirstein, West Coast Bannerman, Papa Bear, was the one who kind of spearheaded creating the logo. He found a local artist, a woman named Val, I don't know her last name, to put together the logo for us based on our ideas. There's a theme. It's a little hard to see in this version of the logo because the U.S. Nationals font is over it, but you can see
is a little bit hiding it. Yeah.
Yeah, the giant is breaking a chain at the top, and the theme we were going for was 2025 U.S. Nationals, the breaking of the chains, because we are unchained from cmon, in both directions. We're not necessarily limited by what cmon is doing, and also we are, cmon. cmon's not supporting us, but that also means that we have a little bit more leeway to deviate in ways that I think the community thinks are better than what cmon does. For example, we've posted in our rules document the tournament modes we're going to be using. No one likes banners and butchery. No one wants to play banners and butchery.
That's right.
So, not being under the cmon, not necessarily having to follow exactly the cmon official document. The game modes are the 7 official game modes: dropping banners and butchery, adding back in Clash of Kings.
Yeah, that's good. Are you using the community FAQ also as well?
Yes. The community FAQ applies. It sounds from your recent video, and from what Michael's been posting, we had set September 27th as the cutoff day for any patch. It sounds like there is not going to be a patch by September 27th, so we're good for season 6.
Yep. Yeah. So, you go.
Yeah. So going back to the logo, the idea was we have this giant, and we've got on the giant's cloak, you've got the logos of the different groups. You got the West Coast Bannerman up in the top left, Broken Banners, Sunday Slaughters in there. Chicago didn't really have a logo. I tried to create one for us at one point, and it didn't really. I tried to do something with like quartering, like something representing Chicago with something representing Milwaukee, and it never really caught on. So we just put a Chicago flag, and that's the bottom left corner, the flag with the 4 red stars. Everyone from Chicago knows that's the Chicago flag anyways. I'm not sure anyone outside Chicago really knows that.
I looked it up. I looked it up. I was assuming that it is the Chicago community, and then I looked it up, and I was like, okay, got it.
And I'm sure there are other groups coming that may not be represented on the cloak. We put in as many as we had. So I know
it's a really awesome idea. That really struck me. That was something I didn't see before, and I really like the idea of having that incorporated into the the stats banner or the logo or whatever. All right, so you already mentioned you reached out, or you were contacted by several sponsors. So what really also was surprising to me was seeing Parabellum there, because Parabellum is obviously well known for Conquest, which is also a rank and file system, which is not Song, right? Obviously. So tell me the backstory about Parabellum. Why are they supporting the U.S. Nationals for Song?
So not Song, but probably the closest miniatures game out there to Song on the market, I think, in terms of being a rank and flank with alternating activations. At Adepticon, I went and played in at least the first day of the Conquest event. Unfortunately, theirs was a 2-day event, and their second day overlapped with the Song main event, and I couldn't skip Song entirely. But we reached out to anyone who we thought might be willing to help out with Song, and maybe it's because I don't know why Parabellum made the decision to help us out, but they did respond and they said they were interested in helping us out. I tried to see if they would make something custom for us, the way they did. If you followed Adepticon, which was in Wisconsin this year, Parabellum put together a special miniature, their fish gnome. I forgot what it was actually called, but it was a fish gnome with a cheese head hat for the Wisconsin football team, the Green Bay Packers. I was hoping they would do something song specific, but that was probably pushing a little too much. But they did offer to provide 80 fish gnome mystery packs. So we've got a box of those. You'll see that on a prize support slide that's coming up later.
Yeah.
So everyone who attends is going to get a fish gnome mystery pack.
Awesome.
That's that Parabellum was willing to provide that. Maybe they're hoping that if Song falls apart, then people come over and play Conquest. If Song falls apart, I think that is a good game for people to go play, or just play both. I know the Milwaukee group here, a lot of their players do both Song and Conquest.
Yeah, we see that here too.
Yeah. I myself have a Sorcerer King's army I'm pretty happy with that I played at Adepticon. So, yeah, very happy to have Parabellum support. Kind of funny that we have Parabellum providing prize support and not cmon, but it is what it is.
It is what it is, yeah. So you also have the Reaper miniatures, and you have Duncan Rhodes on here, which is awesome. So also well known and well known for being really open and supportive in terms of like sending stuff, supporting these kind of tournaments and initiatives. And us, we talked, and I totally feel, I feel how hard it must be right now as a TO, knowing, even though it is a national tournament or something, and because of the current situation, you cannot really count on having support by the publisher itself. So we will really want to make up for that. So I looked into the storage room, and I sent a package to your way, which is hopefully overcompensating for what cmon could probably, I don't know how much it would be, but we put together something really cool. Let's see if it reaches you, but it's cmon stuff. It's Grit stuff, and yeah, you will see. It's already on the way. So yeah, that's that.
That's gonna be great. We're really looking forward to it.
Yeah. Okay, so we talked about the venue. We talked about the price support. So let's check venue first, because we all know without a great venue, there won't be a great event. So, the venue. Last year I heard from Evan, what was it again? Was it the air conditioning, or the air circulation was kind of off, or something like that? Yeah. So how about here?
So here we are at the Hyatt Place. So this is a hotel and convention center. It is built, it's not a game store that is built primarily for gaming and doesn't necessarily have its air conditioning under control. This is a hotel. They run conventions all the time. They shouldn't have any issues with kind of environmental stuff. I've toured it, obviously, and seen what we're looking at. That room right there with the round tables is about half the size of what they've got 3 spaces that are connected and each can be walled off. We've got 2 of the 3 spaces, which should be plenty for the about 8. Right now we have 52 people signed up. If we got up to 80 or 90, we would still be fine. If we got more than that, I'm sure they'd be willing to let us pay to take the extra room. Here you've got a picture of the lobby bar that just skipped past. We have, so the hotel has, there's a picture of the main lobby. The hotel has its own bar, restaurant, breakfast service. You are allowed to bring drinks from the hotel bar into the gaming area. You're just not allowed to bring in outside food and drink. We've got use of the center's microphone and AV displays. So we're going to try to throw in some Game of Thrones music to help out with pregame, and we're going to try to. One thing I've done in our local tournaments, we've used audio cues to kind of tell people how much time is left in the round. So we're going to try to do that with using, say, the Reigns of Castamere to indicate that the round is over. So
Thematic.
I'm very happy with the venue we found. I think it's going to be
Looks
great.
cool.
Yeah. We're going to have rectangular tables, obviously, not circular tables. That's just how it was set up when I was
Hopefully.
the venue. Yes.
Hopefully. Yeah, right. In terms of like giving signals about the time, that was one of the key things we learned when we started out, like really small, with small tournaments, not like the War of the North now, but smaller things, that we implemented an open clock, actually. So we always displayed an open clock, so everyone can see it and like just look up quickly, check the time, and play again. That was one key learning we did. Also, what I would be interested in is what really flies with our tournaments is if you offer some kind of community aspect as well, like socializing aspect, like coming together, like during the evening time, have dinner together, whatever it is, or here and that, like grab some drinks. Did you implement that in your overall organization?
So it's not an official part of the tournament, but the different community groups on their own Discords have been planning things. I know, I think Broken Banners is planning to head out to one of the local Chicago deep dish pizza restaurants Saturday night. If more Canadians come, I know Evil Morty is coming in part because there's a Blackhawks versus Canadians game Saturday night, and if any other Canadians want to come and join him for that.
Yeah.
We've got the venue hall all day Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. If anyone's confused, by the way, especially anyone watching in Europe is confused as to why we're doing Saturday, Sunday, Monday rather than Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday is a federal holiday that Monday is a federal holiday in the United States. So hopefully some people can take off work on that Monday because it's a holiday, and that's why we did it with that 3-day weekend. So we've got the room all 3 days. We've got it Friday night. What I would love to do, but this isn't official yet, see if we can maybe put together some custom faction exhibition games Friday night. I don't know if that's possible. I myself, I'm not far enough along in painting it, but I am trying to build up myself a Blackfire army. People on Discord may have seen I played an exhibition game recently. Trying
we
out
shared it all
Blackfire
as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd love to see if we could do something like that on Friday night. There are tons and tons of restaurants nearby in walking distance. Plenty of things to do, plenty of room to socialize. So yeah, we haven't set up like an official mingling hour or anything, but obviously everyone is free to use the space we have. We've also got we've got a space outside the ballroom, like the hallway space. We've also got to use for casual meeting, for casual games. I'll probably have kind of the organizational stuff set up out there. So yeah, there's plenty to do other than the tournament itself. I think it's gonna be a great time if you come.
Can you remind me, in terms of venue, there's always like the second question after like venue and food and all that kind of stuff. What's the price to be to join the nationals?
Sure. So back in like April, we had like a really early first men discount, but the current price up through September 19th is $65 for a main event ticket. That's 6 rounds Saturday and Sunday. And $30 for a team event tournament, which there's 1 round Sunday evening after the main event is over, and then 3 rounds on Monday. The team event is one I'm really excited about. I don't think there's ever been a U.S. team tournament before. We already have about 10 teams signed up, 10 teams of 4. We are using we're using the kind of team pairing system based on what was used in the last TTS World Teams Tournament.
Mm.
where not only do you have the teams choosing, working back and forth to pick out their pairings, but also the captains get to assign terrain from the battlefield layouts pool to each game and alternate doing that. So you add a terrain selection part to kind of the meta strategy of a team tournament. I think it's going to be I think the team tournament's going to be really great. I hope that we can get more of those going.
Yeah. Awesome. So to prices, that was the venue. Back to prices. So we already talked about the Fish Gnome mystery pack miniature. Each and every participant will. That's also pretty. Let me slow that down.
Yes.
Each and every participant will receive one of those. But tell me about what else is up for grabs.
Sure. So Carson Steffensmeyer runs Battleborn Miniatures. Volunteered to help out with a lot of 3D printing for prize support. And what you see there is one of the prizes we have for kind of a special prize. That is a bust of Jaime Lannister that was part of the Night Models Kickstarter with the Game of Thrones TV show miniatures. He is printing for us a number of busts. You see the Jaime Lannister one. Let me just look at my list here. We're going to have Sansa Stark bust for Survivor. That'll be the player who gives up the least points of units destroyed. Strategist will be a Tywin Lannister bust. That'll be for the player who has the greatest total victory point margin of victory. Most Honor will be Jon Snow for a sportsmanship prize. He is also putting together, I think there's going to be some colossal miniatures for first and for the top few places. I've asked for a dragon.
Yes,
with
the dragon. Yeah,
on it, if possible.
I would have done too.
We get it. Yep. He's put together some custom miniatures for each faction as well from that same promotion. I don't know everything that he's picked out yet. I know he's also putting together a terrain set that's going to go to the winner of Best Diorama. That's a new painting prize for this year. We're going to have a Best Diorama prize. I don't think any U.S. Nationals or any U.S. Song event has ever had something like that before.
No, not that I know of.
Even though one of our locals brought an amazing Greyjoy ship diorama to last year's U.S. Nationals.
We saw that in the video with Evan as well. That was amazing because it even had like a wallpaper behind it and it was fully like drawn and everything. Looked awesome. Yeah.
So I understand he is trying to improve on that. So that is what you all have to compete with for that diorama award.
That's going to be hard.
So that's among one of the things. So another thing, one thing that's a personal interest to me is I am always trying to get more people in Song to paint things. It's one of the great things about this game is because the miniatures all come pre-assembled and colored to fit their faction. You can play it without painting, but it looks a lot better when things are painted. So I want to really try to encourage everyone to get their armies painted, and any painted miniature is better than any unpainted miniature. So to that end, I have been running my 3D printer quite a bit. Let me wait for it to come up on the slideshow here. What's up next?
This one?
There we go. Yep, that one. So that is our dry brush palette. That is it says 2025 Nationals Master of Art. Has an iron throne with a brick background. We designed that 3D print, and I've been running them off on my printer. Everyone who shows up with a fully painted army will get that dry brushing palette. So that's not a best painting prize. That is if you show up and you have done the honorable thing of painting all your miniatures, you will get that dry brushing palette. here the last slide was our faction rulers. That's another thing we've put together, taking the 6-inch faction ruler
From Resin Mancer, right?
From Resin Mancer, yep.
Yeah.
And I have modified it to add this U.S. Nationals 2025
Cool.
inscription in the back.
Cool.
And I do my own 3D print design where I make the rulers multicolor. So everyone who enters the tournament before by September 19th will get a faction ruler of their choice. And when you sign up on tabletop events, the sign up form has an entry field to put in what faction ruler you want. So everyone gets a faction ruler. Interesting. Go ahead. Guess what you think the faction that has the most rulers signed up is.
Right now, current meta in the US, it's also different than here. I'd say Lannisters.
They're actually second. First place is Baratheon.
Oh, I was about to say Greyjoy, but okay, Baratheons.
Yep. Great. There's a whole bunch in third, and then what would you guess is the least?
The least. Well, it's probably Bolton's, but maybe. Yeah, I go with Bolton's.
They're actually in that big tie for third. Least is actually Night's Watch. No one has asked for a Night's Watch ruler yet. We have one person who requested a neutral ruler, but no one has requested a Night's Watch ruler yet.
What's wrong with this world? Guys, man, please sign up to the US Nationals with Night's Watch fully painted and receive all that stuff. Please.
Right. And that brings us to this next slide here.
For the watch. Yeah.
Yes. So, in addition, we're not just giving prizes to the best unit, the best hero, the best painted army. We are giving out prizes to the best painted army in each faction.
In each faction.
So what we've designed and what you saw on that slide that had 12 of those prizes, it is a custom designed wet/dry palette. There's a black tray at the bottom that will fit a wet palette sponge and wet palette, the paper that you use in a wet palette. On top of that, there's a white insert that has 24 wells for things like speed paints, washes, things that won't go on a wet palette, and then a cover that shows your faction and the 2025
That's
US
amazing.
Nationals best painted. Yeah,
I love that. That's cool.
Yeah. Thanks. So you can see we've got those all printed. I've got a volunteer already lined up from our local painting community to help judge the painting awards. So yeah, painting, I want to stress, obviously you can still come if you're not painting your units, but sure. I'm trying to make a much bigger deal of painting than we usually do in the Song community.
Yeah, and I think exactly. And I think we all should do. This is something Hits and Crits is like for our own tournament is also focusing. I know the Canadian Nationals or is it called Nationals, whatever. But that big Canadian event coming up with Clarence, right? He's also like doing this big, like this huge YouTube run of getting ready for that big tournament. Also painting everything and all that kind of stuff. I think we all should focus on because it brings so much more to the game, as you said. If it's painted, it's just more fun. For both sides, actually. And right. Yeah, we should all focus on this one. So I really love that idea. Does it come with the sponge in it and everything? Or is it just the
unfortunately, it's just the tray.
It's just the tray. Yeah, but still.
Yeah. I've been trying to see if we can get like Army Painter to donate something, but haven't gotten anyone to donate sponges yet. So we've got that.
Still awesome.
Then we've got some other special stuff. There is a huge dragon egg candle that will come up on the slideshow at some point.
Yeah, let me check. It's right here.
Yeah.
Right here.
There we go. So I picked that up at our local Renaissance fair. And we got enough entries to pay me back for it. So it is going to be a prize of some sort. I don't know what prize it's going to be yet. It might just be a raffle. I don't actually know. I haven't decided what we're giving it for. It is very big. It has a very strong cinnamon smell. So
maybe last place.
Maybe
last place.
I don't know. I'm looking at some other stuff ideas for that.
Mm.
But we've got that, and when you burn it, there's a little dragon inside that will come out as you burn the candle, and I think it's good for about 70 hours of burning or something like that. It's
Is it
a
like,
really nice prize. I don't.
is it like this? Like,
Yeah,
how
it's
big
about
it
that
like?
size.
Okay.
What you're showing there,
Hey,
yeah.
okay.
So
Wow.
we've got that. We are currently so prizes beyond what we've shown. There's more coming. We've got a gift certificate from Reaper. We've got some coins coming in from Shire Post Mint, I think they're called. And we're ordering plaques and other things for some of the other prizes, and how much we order depends on how many people we get. Right? At this point, we have enough entries and enough revenue that we have fully paid back all our expenses. And every new entry from today forward goes straight to the prize fund. So the more people enter, the more money we have to spend on prizes. We've got some other surprises we got some surprises planned if we get enough money to pay for them that I don't want to tell you yet on this podcast, but I think people will like them if we can get them. Yep.
Yeah. What I really like is you can really feel that this is like from community for community, because it's not like last year was like that bigger price support of like, let's say, cmon stuff or like song stuff and even what is it, Trutwang Legends, right? So
Yeah,
it's I mean, no hate, but it's a cool like price but it's not really like thematically fitting probably, but it's cool. But you see there is like a chunk of money moved, and that's highly appreciated. But this one is like so much more that you can feel that this is from the community, and this is probably something you would cherish longer over time, and you will keep it. And you see the US Nationals 2025, I've been there, I went there fully painted, and I got the, it's something special you keep. And I think you should always have a great balance between those things. Yeah, so I really like that. So we mentioned some players already. So these are the ones just on the waiting list, just not final. Obviously, it's just the guys that already signed.
I can say that they're more than just a waiting list. Everyone on the waiting list here has already bought it. Well, almost everyone on the waiting list has bought a ticket. Evil Morty still needs to buy his ticket, but that's just another $65.
So that's for you. Buy your ticket.
Yes. But yeah, so we've got a bunch of players already signed up. I'm just looking at what you got there. Logical Fallacy, one of our very strong players, beat me the last round of U.S. Nationals 2 years ago. That was fun getting absolutely clobbered by Lannister Tywin bombs when I was playing Free Folk.
Always cool, always great. Yeah.
Trial Fam's a very strong player. Racer X is David Meckler, one of our top local players, and I think third in the U.S. by ELO right now. You see Datalink on there, who of course is first in the United States by ELO rating at the moment.
I had the honor to play him at the Invitational in Manchester last year, so that was cool. Yeah.
I don't know when this is going to post, but Datalink and I are on a team together in the Canadian Commander Draft event they're hosting right now. We've both got games deciding our team round going later tonight that people might be able to watch. Well, we'll see when this posts. We've got, let's
tomorrow.
See, Gorshade. Yep. Gorshade, that's Benish, second at Nationals to Mickey 2 years ago, and winner of Adepticon this year. Won at Adepticon with his Asha Greyjoy list, which unfortunately is not on stats because they didn't run Adepticon on stats this year. But very cool list. Very cool to see a winning Greyjoy player who doesn't rely on the Balon NCU crutch. See, we got Jay Bohr from Broken Banners. He's part of the organizing committee as well. We've got a number of my locals. Pong Sound, Kenny Kettner, very good player coming out from Montana. I know Montana's fielding a full team in the team event as well. We've got... What else? We should have a full team of West Coast Bannermen folks coming. We've got a full team of Kentuckians coming. yeah, so we've got a lot of the best players in the U.S. coming.
Yeah, and well known across the community. Well known from online tournaments. Well known here. Well, I showed the list, and like most Hits and Crits team members as well played some of these individuals like lately or in the past. So yeah. So you are at 53. Remind me again, 53, and we want to hit the 80, 90.
52. I would love to hit. I would love to hit at least 70, and anything more than 70 would be amazing as well. Yeah, for practical purposes, we don't have a limit that we realistically would anticipate we would hit. So anyone can come, anyone should come.
Yep.
We still have there should still be rooms available in our block at the hotel as well. If you have any trouble with that, just message me on Discord. I can talk to the hotel about adding more rooms to the block. But we did hit our room minimum, so we're all good there. Hotel rooms are nice. The prices are very reasonable for a Chicago area hotel. I think it's like something around 120 a night. I don't remember the exact number, but that's the order of magnitude we're talking about.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So shout out again to all of you US players. Please join the US Nationals and join this great community-driven US Nationals this year. We will watch it. We will look on stats, what's happening. Yeah, it was great talking to you. It was great to know to get to know all these insights about, you know, the sponsors and how you came up with the idea of the logo and everything. This is something we can all take in and think about when we do our next tournament. So thanks for sharing that.
Yep, thank you, and I look forward to seeing all of you in Chicago in a month.
Yeah. Is there any kind of maybe last question from my side? Is there any kind of streaming this year? Any kind of like what we can do live or video on demand later? Is there anything?
There is going to be streaming. It's not going to be from Sunday Slaughter, unfortunately. I think for personal reasons, Steven wasn't able to make it this year. But remember, let's see. Nathan is with I think the Broken Banners group.
Broken Banners
planning to provide streaming for us this year. Yeah.
So let's make sure to post that in our Discords in the content section, whatever. We will watch.
Yes,
all
and
right.
I'm working with them. We are hoping that they'll also provide some videos of the painting displays as well when we do the painting judging at the lunch breaks on Saturday and Sunday.
Cool. So please share that as well. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. And fill it up. Make it a great event. Hopefully the package comes across. It needs to be there. But I'm certain there will be something. All right. And until we meet again, roll those crits, guys.
Thank you.
Come for the hits and stay for the crits.